Starters for our first race. At the gate, gate is moving, all set for race 1 on this Saturday, December the 14th program. We got a field of 8. Mr. L off the rail with Wayne Watson, Spunky Emerson and Mark Haig. Lone Water GW with Mark Collett, Mr. Tambourine Pan and Steve Mahar. Bolero Klooped with Dirk Duncan, JF Smokewagon, Charlie Price. Big O and Todd Trites, and tuned in, Tony Watson. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Good start for the first 5 of them. They're all out there. Mr. Tambourine Pan going for the early lead, but Mr. L will be challenging into the first turn. Mr. L inside, and Mr. Tambourine Pan is going to take a seat now. Racing in second, back third on the rail is Spunky Emerson. Getting away fourth, Lone Water GW. Fifth on the outside, that's Bolero Klooped. He's fifth on the outside and going on. Then JF Smokewagon. And back in seventh is Big O, and trailing the field, tuned in as Mr. L takes the first quarter lead. That opening quarter, 31-4, but Bolero Klooped on the outside, coming to call second. And on the inside, Mr. L's going to take him. Bolero Klooped is parked second. And a bit rough there, but he's back pacing, racing back in third. On the inside is Spunky Emerson as they turn off the turn. And through the stretch, Mr. Tambourine Pan third, Spunky Emerson fourth. JF's Smokewagon, then Lone Water GW tuned in. And trailing the field, Big O to the half, and Bolero Klooped has gone out and grabbed the top. That opening half, 103-2, Bolero Klooped is now on top. Mr. L sitting in the pocket now, second, Mr. Tambourine Pan. Looking good, racing in third, back fourth is Spunky Emerson, fifth on the outside, JF Smokewagon, Lone Water GW tuned in. He swings 3 wide and trailing the field, Big O onto the 3/4, and it's Bolero Klooped still out by 3 now. He grabbed the top of the half, and he's still your leader. 3/4, 135-4, Mr. Tambourine Pan. Looking good on the outside. He's second, and he's chasing after the leader, and he's right out to challenge from second. Then third on the outside comes tuned in. Right there, Big O is swinging wide fourth. Off the turn for home, it's Bolero Klooped and Mr. Tambourine Pan. Stalking on the outside in deep stretch. Bolero Klooped, though, is going to hold. Bolero Klooped wins it. Mr. Tambourine Pan second, Big O third, tuned in fourth, JF Smokewagon. Then it was Spunky Emerson, Mr. L, and Lone Water GW. Time for the mile, 2:08. First race, first of the day, it's number 5, Bolero Klooped. A bay gelding, 4 years, by Jate LaBelle out of Almahurst Sapphire, she by Log, owned by Joanne and John Davies of St. John, trained by John C. Davies. Dirk Duncan gets a call on this one today, and for Bolero Klooped, it's his 4th winning trip of the season, and through the off track this afternoon, 2:08. Bolero Klooped, 10-1 long shot here in the first race, winning in 2:08. Bob's Birthday and Rick Armstrong. Exeter Breeze, Dirk Duncan. Misty Isle Breeze, Sean Shannon. Edgewater Stardust, Mark Haig. Susie Comeback, Tony Watson. Outside Fastest Cam and Wayne Watson. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Bob's Birthday quickly out for the early lead. Edgewater Stardust leaves in between horses. And that's Susie Comeback on the outside. 3 wide into the first turn. And back in fourth, getting away, that was Exeter Breeze. Fifth, Misty Isle Breeze. And trailing the field is Fastest Cam up the backstretch, racing to the opening quarter. Bob's Birthday on top, a length and a half. Racing in second. On the rail now is Edgewater Stardust third. Susie Comeback. Then back fourth, Exeter Breeze. Then fifth on the pylons is Misty Isle Breeze, and trailing the field, Fastest Cam, but he's out and moving, and now fifth at opening quarter in 32-1. Up front, cutting it out, Bob's Birthday, still a length and a half lead. In the pocket, second, Edgewater Stardust on the outside, and coming to call third on the outside. That is Fastest Cam. He's first up on the outside. He's made his way to third, and now second on the outside. Edgewater Stardust has third. Misty Isle Breeze takes a cover, fourth. Susie Comeback, and trailing the field is Exeter Breeze, a half. for Bob's Birthday of 107. 107.5, Bob's Birthday on top on the outside. Fastest Cam second. Then racing third on the inside is Edgewater Stardust, fourth Susie. Come back. Then it's Exeter Breeze and Misty Isle Breeze. Up the backstretch, racing on to the 3/4. Bob's Birthday looks to have this one in control. Still leading a length and a half and moving out. Then Fastest Cam still second. Racing third, Edgewater Stardust. Susie come back. Outside fourth, the 3/4, 1:38. Then it's Exeter Breeze and Misty Isle Breeze as the field races on towards the 7/8. Bob's Birthday still a length and a half lead. Fastest Cam in for a bit of a breather, and he's going to come out to challenge again. 1/8 of a mile to go off the turn, and your leader up front. It's still Bob's Birthday outside Fastest Cam, but it's Bob's Birthday inside. Saying goodbye to this field. He's going to win it. Bob's Birthday, Fastest Cam second. Susie Comeback looked to be third. Then Exeter Breeze, Misty Isle Breeze, and Edgewater Stardust. Time for the mile, 2:11. Printing back now, your unofficial winner of race number 2, number 1, Bob's Birthday. Bob's Birthday, a brown colt 3 by Happy Elchie out of Sheltered Angels. She by Sonsam. Owned by Blake Smallman of O'Leary, Prince Edward Island. Trained and driven by Rick Armstrong for Bob's Birthday. It's his second winning trip of the season, and he wins this afternoon over the off-track 2:11. Bob's Birthday makes every post a winning one this afternoon. He goes gate to wire, 2:11. So again, 50-50 proceeds going to Wayne Mahar. Field of 3 at the gate, So Passe and Wayne Watson. Field of 6, Hung Jury, Charlie Price, Lewinsky and Dirk Duncan. Star Trek, Steve Mahar, Illini, Heather, Tim Merzetti. Show Me the Honey, Mark Haig. It is a field of 6. Here they come. They're off and pacing for the early lead. So Passe up the inside. Hung Jury gets away second. Racing third, Star Trek. Then Lewinsky gets away, racing in fourth. Back in fifth. On the inside is Illini Heather. Trailing the field, Show Me the Honey. They're single file to the opening eighth, and they pass that marker and go on up the backstretch, racing to the quarter. So Passe using the rail to her advantage today. She's on top with Hung Jury. Sitting in the pocket, second, Star Trek, another length and a half back in third. Then Lewinsky looks at things from fourth. Back fifth is Illini Heather, and trailing the field, Show Me the Honey, 31-1. Was the opening quarter for So Passe. Hung Jury still second. Then Star Trek third, Lewinsky thinking of moving from the pylons from fourth, and she comes out to move. Then Illini Heather will follow the cover, and trailing at the back, Show Me the Honey through the stretch to the opening half, and up front, So Passe. On the outside, Lewinsky on the outside, challenging second. They're halfway home, and on top, on the inside, So Passe. Lewinsky on the outside, coming to call second the half, and 3 and 4. Hung Jury is right there, third on the inside. Then Star Trek fourth, outside Illini Heather fifth, and trailing Show Me the Honey on up the backstretch, racing on to the 3/4. It's So Passe, still a length the best. Lewinsky on the outside second. Then Hung Jury's looking good on the inside third. Star Trek second over fourth. Then Illini Heather, and trailing Show Me the Honey the 3/4. 1:34. It's still So Passe. Lewinsky on the outside, hanging tough second. Hung Jury looks for racing room third. Then Star Trek, he's going to tip 3 wide from fourth. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go. It's So Passe. Then Lewinsky in the middle of the racetrack. Star Trek is coming on the far outside. So Passe, Star Trek with a late rush, but it's So Passe, and this one is So Passe. She wins it in for second. Star Trek, then Hung Jury, Lewinsky, Illini Heather. Show Me the Honey, the mile. 2:05 and 4. On the racetrack now for Post Parade, your unofficial winner, race 3, number 1, So Passe. So Passe, a Bay Mare 4 by David's Pass. Out of Witching Way, she by Camfella. Owned, trained, and driven by Wayne Watson of St. John. So Passe gets in double digits for wins. She's won her 10th of the season, and she wins 205 and 4. So Passe and Wayne Watson, gate to wire trip 205 and 4. Top of the stretch for our fourth race, field of 7. We have Tucson Light, Jeff Lewis, Pete the Cheat, Mark Collett, Aaron M. Down, Thane McCory, Mantastic, Steve Mahar, River King, Dirk Duncan, Shalimar Sentinel, Tony Watson, Hello Jack, and Wayne Watson. Field of 7 starters, race 4, here they come. They're off and pacing, no surprise here. Mantastic, he'll go out and take the early lead. Mantastic getting away second along the inside is Tucson Light. Then Aaron M. Down looks for a spot on the rail, racing out third on the outside. Then Pete the Cheat looks at it from fourth. Outside Shalimar Sentinel fifth. Then it's River King, and trailing the field is Hello Jack up the backstretch to the opening quarter. Mantastic out by 2. Then racing second, Tucson Light. Still no positioning right now for Aaron M. Down. He's forced outside. He's third on the outside, backing off. Pete the Cheat now third, 31 and 3 for the opening quarter. And your leader up front, Mantastic. Then Tucson Light second, Pete the Cheat third. Shalimar Sentinel fourth. Then racing fifth, River King. Up the inside, Hello Jack, and Aaron M. Down has gone all the way to the back of the pack. He can see them all now through the stretch to the opening half. Mantastic with a length and a half lead. Tucson Light, here comes Pete the Cheat. Off the pylons now to challenge from third, Shalimar Sentinel fourth. River King is a closer fifth, a half, and 4 and 2. Then back to Hello Jack and Aaron M. Down. They go past the paddock turn for the second time. Mantastic still on top and looking good. Outside, Pete the Cheat second. Then Tucson Light third, Shalimar Sentinel, River King. Then back to Hello Jack, and trailing fifth, or seventh rather, is Aaron M. Down on to the 3/4. And this race is all Mantastic. He's out by about 8 lengths. Pete the Cheat second, 3/4, 135. Shalimar Sentinel third. River King outside fourth. Tucson Light, Hello Jack looking for racing room, and Aaron M. Down goes a wide 7th, and Mantastic leads by about 10 lengths. Off the turn for home, less than an 1/8 to go. This is all Mantastic. Outside, River King now to second, Hello Jack. Closing fast as a ball on the outside, but it's all Mantastic in a jogburger today, and Hello Jack gets up for second. River King third, then Shalimar Sentinel, Pete the Cheat, Aaron M. Down, and Tucson Light. Time for the mile. 207 and 3. Pretty now, your unofficial winner of race 4. Number 4, Mantastic. A bay gelding 8 by Precious Bunny out of LD's Michelle, she by Merger. Owned by Chris Johnston of Fort Fairfield, Maine. Trained by Colleen Clancy, Steve Mahar gets the call today. Mantastic wins his 4th of the season. And today, 207 and 3. Mantastic, 27 and 3. Field is in the hands of the starter now for race number 5. We've got a field of 6, claiming pacers. Basie Street with Bo Sowers, Lee's Lady Ann and Dirk Duncan. Happy Ave, Mark Haig, Cheyenne Breeze, and Todd Trites. Princetown Judy, Steve Mahar, and outside Sean C. Down, leaving 6. For Sean Dooley, a field of 6, claiming pacers across the track. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Princetown Judy, leaving strong on the outside. Lee's Lady Ann and Lynn along the rail. Basie Street in between horses. Happy Ave. They race into the first turn, and Basie Street on top of Lee's Lady Ann going for it. On the outside, second, third. On the outside, Happy Ave. Then making things hard is Cheyenne Breeze. She's filling the hole. Racing fourth along the pylons and back in 5th is Sean C. Down. Trailing the field is Princetown Judy as Lee's Lady Ann is going to grab the top. That quarter, 30-4, that's going to leave Happy Ave outside to fend for himself. He's second on the outside and driving on. Then third at the pylons is Basie Street. Fourth is Cheyenne Breeze. Then Sean C. Down comes off the cones to move. And Princetown Judy, she's out to move. They're going to be 3 in and 3 out to the half. Lee's Lady Ann, Happy Ave, going the long mile, the Days Park second. Then third along the inside, Basie Street, Sean C. Down. Looking good, second over after a half and 3. Then up the inside, fifth is Cheyenne Breeze and trailing outside Princetown Judy. They've gone past the paddock now for the second time. And your leader, Lee's Lady Ann, Happy Ave. On the outside, he's been parked, but he's still game. On the outside, second. Racing third, Basie Street, Sean C. Down. Tipping out 3 wide and 4 wide, Princetown Judy. And trailing the field now, Cheyenne Breeze. They're 4 wide, past the 3/4, 1:36. And your leader up front, Lee's Lady Ann. Princetown Judy. On the outside, coming to call second, Happy Ave is still right there in between horses third. Racing fourth, Sean C. Down, then Basie Street, and trailing Cheyenne Breeze off the turn. And it's Princetown Judy outside, inside, Lee's Lady Ann. Happy Ave is still there. Sean C. Down is coming on in deep stretch. Anybody's race down to the final wire, and it looks like Princetown Judy in between them got the job done. Sean C. Down, then Lee's Lady Ann, Happy Ave, Cheyenne Breeze, and Basie Street. The mile, 2:09 and 3. Winner, but in a photo, number 7, Sean C. Down. Sean C. Down, a brown gelding, 9 by the Denman. Out of Ado, Hanover, she by Columbia George, all by Brendan Dooley of Grand Bay. He's trained and driven by Sean Dooley. Sean C. Down scores his 6th winning trip of the season. And over the off track today, 2:09 and 3. Sean C. Down getting up in a photo to win, 2:09 and 3. Starters for the 6th race. In the hands of the starter, approaching top of the stretch, Spudlin Sarah, Dirk Duncan. Dance Naked, Steve Mahar, Just Hanging Out, and Todd Trites. James E.B., Sean Shannon. Seawin Calvero, Bo Sowers, Hughes Return, Wayne Watson, and UB First, Bill Nicholson Sr. Here they come. They're off and pacing, Just Hanging Out. Is going out for the early lead. Dance Naked gets away, racing in second. Then racing third in between horses. Is Seawin Calvero. UB First is up on the outside now, and he gets to second. That leaves on the inside third, Dance Naked. Racing fourth, Seawin Calvero. Then Spudlin Sarah rather back in fifth. Then it's James E.B. and trailing the field, Hughes Return, as UB First has gone out and grabbed the top now before the quarter. Just Hanging Out is second. Dance Naked third, 32 seconds the quarter. Then back fourth, Seawin Calvero. Then on the inside, Spudlin Sarah. She'll follow the cover of Seawin Calvero, who's out moving from fourth. Then a gap of 2 lengths back to James E.B.'s racing in sixth, a trailing Hughes Return. And off stride at the back, that's James E.B. as they turn off the turn through the stretch to the half up front. UB First, on top, Seawin Calvero. On the outside, at his wheel, driving second. Third on the inside, Just Hanging Out. Spudlin Sarah, second over fourth. Then Dance Naked is fifth, the half and sixth, and it's Hughes Return. James E.B. back pacing and has caught the field past the paddock turn for the second time. Neck and neck for the top, UB First inside, Seawin Calvero outside. Spudlin Sarah tipping out 3 wide from third. Then fourth on the inside, Just Hanging Out, Dance Naked fifth. Then James E.B. and trailing Hughes Return to the 3/4 on the outside. Spudlin Sarah trying to grab the top, but Seawin Calvero right there with her on the outside. 3/4 and 1:39. Spudlin Sarah has cleared to the front, but Seawin Calvero not giving up on the inside, fighting and battling back second. Dance Naked within striking distance third. Off the turn with 1/8 of a mile to go. And your leader up front, Spudlin Sarah on the outside. Seawin Calvero On the inside, outside, Dance Naked closing fast, but it's Spudlin Sarah. Dance Naked's going to dance up for the deuce, and in for third was C. Win Calvero with the inquiry sign up. James E.B. was fourth, then just hanging out, UB first, then Hughes returned. Time of the mile, 2:11. Owned by Bob McNeil, Murray Calder, Charlie Price, trained by Charlie Price. Dirk Duncan drives today for Spudlin Sarah. It's her fourth winning trip of the season. And this afternoon, winning in 2:11. Spudlin Sarah, winning for Dirk Duncan, 2:11. We've got a field of 7. Rambos Reflection, Off the Rail, and Dirk Duncan. From 2 is Daily Odds and Todd Trites. 3 is Chip in the Pocket, Mark Haig. 4 is Go Liz Go and Steve Mahar. 5 Cover Up RA, Bill Nicholson Sr. Double Dell from 6 for Phil Sowers. And outside Allegro Ellie, Doug Queen, 7 starters, top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off and pacing for the early lead. 3 of them out of there. Rambos Reflection from the inside. Chip in the Pocket. Cover Up RA leaves from the middle of the racetrack. Then Daily Odds gets away into the first turn. Settling back in 5th along the pylons is Go Liz Go, now 4th. Cover Up RA backs off. She'll back to 5th. On the inside, then 6 getting away was Double Dell, and trailing the field Allegro Ellie and Rambos Reflection up front for driver Dirk Duncan. And she'll be your leader past the opening quarter. Daily Odds in second, Park third, Chip in the Pocket, 31 seconds a quarter. Back fourth, Go Liz Go, then a gap of 3 lengths to Cover Up RA back in 5th. Then Double Dell, and trailing the field Allegro Ellie. They're 3/8 bound now. And your leader up front is Rambos Reflection. Racing second inside is Daily Odds, outside to Chip in the Pocket. Then on the inside, racing 4th, that's Go Liz Go. Then 5th. On the outside comes Double Dell. Cover Up RA is back 6th. And trailing Allegro Ellie. That opening half in 1:04. And they race into the paddock turn. Rambos Reflection on top, leading a length and a half. Racing second, Daily Odds. He's come off the cones now to challenge. Then third along the pylons is Go Liz Go. Back 4th. On the outside, Chip in the Pocket. Then it's Double Dell. Cover Up RA. And trailing on the outside, Allegro Ellie onto the 3/4. And Daily Odds is cleared and moving out now. Giving chase second, Go Liz Go. They pass the 3/4 in 1:36 and 2. Daily Odds with Go Liz Go, trying to close the gap second. Racing back third, Rambos Reflection. 4th is on the inside, Double Dell outside to Chip in the Pocket. 5th off the turn for home. And it's Daily Odds. Go Liz Go, second, Rambos Reflection. Trying to hang on for third in deep stretch. Daily Odds is going to take this one. Daily Odds is going to win it. Go Liz Go will get the deuce. And Rambos Reflection, third, Allegro Ellie closing strong for 4th. Then Double Dell, Chip in the Pocket, Cover Up RA. Time for the mile, 2:07 and 3. Back to the winner's circle now. Your unofficial winner of race 7. Number 2, Daily Odds. A bay mare 5 by odds against out of Kawartha Lynn's B-Day. She by Kawartha Skipper. Owned by David Krause of Upper Brighton, New Brunswick. Trained by Ron Chamberlain. Catch driven to victory this afternoon by Todd Trites. Daily Odds wins her 4th of the year over the off track today, 2:07 and 3. Daily Odds winning for Todd Trites, 2:07 3/5. Field is in the hands of the starter now for race 8. Field of 7, claiming pacers, $1,250 the purse. 1 is Ray's Machine and Todd Trites. 2, Doc Smokin' Joe and Mark Haig. From 3, HR Sherry's Tamara, Doug Beckwith. 4, Xander Off Bluegrass, Wayne Watson. PJ's Wager is 5 for Steve Mahar. Charlie Burke 6 and Dirk Duncan. Waterside Apache outside 7 for Charlie Price. 7 starters, here they come. They're off and pacing here in the 8th. Doc Smoke and Joe going out for the early lead. PJ's Wager, Charlie Burke getting off the wings quickly this afternoon. And he's up to grab second on the outside. Back third, Ray's Machine to the opening 8th pole. And Charlie Burke has grabbed the top from Doc Smoke and Joe, who now sits the pocket second. Racing back third, Ray's Machine, HR Sherry's Tamara. A length and a half back in fourth. Racing fifth, Ender off Bluegrass. Then it's Waterside Apache, and trailing at the back now, PJ's Wager, as they're single file now to the opening quarter. And your leader up front is Charlie Burke. That opening quarter, 32 seconds. Racing second, Doc Smoke and Joe, Ray's Machine. First up on the outside from third, Waterside Apache's got the cover fourth. Racing fifth, HR Sherry's Tamara, PJ's Wager out and moving. And trailing the field at the back is Ender off Bluegrass, off the turn. And that's Doc Smoke and Joe to a break. And to the opening half, everybody by okay. And your leader up front now, Ray's Machine, has cleared the front. Charlie Burke second. Waterside Apache third, PJ's Wager, the half in 4 and 2. Then HR Sherry's Tamara back fifth. Ender off Bluegrass, and trailing after the break, Doc Smoke and Joe. They've gone past the paddock for the second time. And up front, cutting it out, still a length lead for Ray's Machine. Charlie Burke backing at him on the outside, and Charlie Burke's going to retake on the outside. Ray's Machine second, Waterside Apache. Stalking now, third on the outside, PJ's Wager, trying to close the gap, fourth. 3/4 in 1:35 and 3. Then it's back to Ender off Bluegrass. HR Sherry's Tamara, Doc Smoke and Joe has pulled up as they race on by the 7/8 pole now, and it's all Charlie Burke. Charlie Burke, Waterside Apache has grabbed second. Down the stretch, and it's Charlie Burke moving out. Waterside Apache with a late rush, and PJ's Wager, but they're not going to catch Charlie Burke. He shows his heels to the field, and he wins it. Waterside Apache second, Ender off Bluegrass up the inside third. PJ's Wager fourth, then Ray's Machine, HR Sherry's Tamara. Time the mile, 2:07. The inquiry sign up, looking at the breaking horse, Doc Smoke and Joe. Spurred on. Owned by Chris Davies, Mike Doyle, Keir Jones, Ali Carr, trained by John C. Davies, Dirk Duncan. Aboard Charlie Burke for his 7th winning trip of the season. And over the off track today, 2:07. Charlie Burke, Dirk Duncan, 2:07. Gate is in motion now for the 9th race. We've got to feel the 5. 1800 the first is Fair Play and Todd Trites. Notch one out, Steve Mahar, Armbro Supernova in the middle with Phil Sowers. Back Road Pride and Dirk Duncan outside post 5 to Exeter Exclusive. And Tony Watson, field of 5. Here they come. On a break, that's Armbro Supernova. He's back pacing though. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Notch one out for the early lead. Back Road Pride leaving on the outside second. Getting away third on the inside is Fair Play. Armbro Supernova. Exeter Exclusive takes the seat at the back of the bus as they race to the opening 8th pole, and Back Road Pride takes the lead now past the 8th with Notch one out second. Fair Play third, Armbro Supernova. Thought about coming out from 4th. He's back in again, and he's out again and going from 4th and trailing 5th, Exeter Exclusive, as Back Road Pride takes him by the quarter, 30 and 2. Armbro Supernova coming to call on the outside second. Notch one out has third. Fair Play back 4th. Exeter Exclusive, he's out and moving 5th as the field races past the 3/8 and Fair on the inside. Back Road Pride outside to Armbro Supernova. Notch one out right there, third. Exeter Exclusive second over and 4th. Fair Play trailing 5th, and they're battling on the front end, and your leader on the outside, Armbro Supernova, but he certainly had to earn to get there that opening half. Minute 3/5. There were tight quarters past the half, and up front, Armbro Supernova, Exeter Exclusive, coming to call on the outside second. Racing third, Back Road Pride, Notch one out, and trailing the field is Fair Play onto the 3/4, and now Exeter Exclusive has grabbed the top from Armbro Supernova, who is now second. Notch one out. Out from third, the 3/4, 1:31 and 2. Big fractions over the track today. Exeter Exclusive is still on top, notch one out. Closest to him second, third. Rambos Supernova, Back Road Pride, and trailing Fair Play off the turn. It's Exeter Exclusive, notch one out, is going to give him a go in deep stretch. Digging in, Exeter Exclusive, notch one out. They're not going to beat him. Exeter Exclusive's going to win today. Notch one out second, Back Road Pride third, then Rambos Supernova, and Fair Play. And the time for the mile, 2:04. Back to the wire, your unofficial winner of race 9, number 5, Exeter Exclusive. Exeter Exclusive, a bay gelding 7 by Meadow Romar out of Action Chandler, she by Royce. So McCormick Allen, Cedric Main, trained by Wayne Watson. Tony Watson drives Exeter Exclusive to victory, and he wins this afternoon, 2:04 over the off track. And it's his 11th winning trip of the year. Exeter Exclusive, 2:04. Top of the stretch for our 10th, Katahdin Country, Mark Haig. Count Legacy, Tony Watson. Island Webster and Todd Treitz. Parmesan Hanover, Steve Mahar. Rules and Regulations, Dirk Duncan, Aaron Islands, and Phil Sowers. Stony B, Charlie Price. 4 men only, Tim Merzetti. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Quickest off the gate, Parmesan Hanover, Island Webster. In between horses going forward, in along the rail is Count Legacy. Into the first turn, they're 3 wide into the first turn. And the Cold Island Webster is on top. Parmesan Hanover parked on the outside second. Third on the inside is Count Legacy, a bit rough, but okay. Then racing back fourth, Stony B. Racing in fifth along the pylons, Rules and Regulations. Then it's back to 4 men only. Back in seventh is Aaron Islands, and trailing the field, Katahdin Country, that quarter, 30 seconds flat, and the 3-year-old Island Webster out by 3 lengths now. He's moving out. Then still racing second, Parmesan Hanover, Count Legacy third. Stony B at the pylons fourth. He tried to get out, but on the outside moving came Rules and Regulations to the opening half. And Island Webster is on top, and he still has a 4-length lead, racing second. The half in 1:01 and 3, Rules and Regulations. On the outside second, Parmesan Hanover third. Then racing fourth, Count Legacy fifth, Stony B. Then back sixth. On the inside is 4 men only, Katahdin Country, out and moving and trailing the field onto the 3/4 is Aaron Islands, Island Webster. Closest to him right now is Rules and Regulations. The battle right now is for third. And on the far outside, that's Katahdin Country. He's made his way to third. 3/4 and 1, 33 and 3. Island Webster moving out. Still leads by 4. Island Webster, but he's under a drive. Rules and Regulations digging in second. Off the turn for home, it's Island Webster. Rules and Regulations, they come down the stretch. It's the drive for 5 in a row for Island Webster, and he's going to get there. Island Webster, his 5th straight win. He wins over Rules and Regulations, Katahdin Country, then Stony B, Count Legacy. Then it was 4 men only, Aaron Islands, Parmesan Hanover. Time for the mile, 2:04 and 2. And back for his 5th straight win. The 3-year-old colt, Island Webster, winning over the off-track today. He's a bay colt 3 by Happy Paysack of Island Piper. She by Nukes LaBelle. Owned by the Capital Investments. Trained by Eric Wilson. Todd Treitz driving once again for Island Webster. It's his 5th win from 6 lifetime tries. The colt wins over the off-track impressively today, winning in 2:04 and 2. On a track rated 4 to 5 seconds off. Island Webster winning 2:04 and 2. Starters for the 11th and final. In the hands of the starter now, approaching top of the stretch, Largo Sun, Charlie Ross. DG's Armageddon, Charlie Price. Warrawee Direct, Steve Mahar, Fast Talk, and Todd Trites. JP, Wayne Watson, Black Silver, and Dirk Duncan. Maple Cookie, 7 to the outside for Mark Haig. 7 across the track. Race 11, here they come. They're off and pacing Fast Talk for the early lead, but JP with his strong kick on the outside, he's going for it and takes it now, JP. Then in along the rail, Largo Sun second, Fast Talk is outside and racing third. Then back fourth on the inside. Right now, as they go up the back stretches, DG's Armageddon forced to go on now. Fourth on the outside is Black Silver. That leaves DG's Armageddon racing fifth. Then racing sixth on the outside, Maple Cookie trailing the field. Past the opening quarter was Warrawee Direct, 32 and 3. That opening quarter for JP on the outside. Black Silver parked and forced to go on second. Largo Sun keeps the hole filled third. Then DG's Armageddon. Second over on the outside, fourth. Inside fifth is Fast Talk. Then racing sixth is Warrawee Direct. He's out and moving. And your trailer right now is Maple Cookie. 3 in and 4 out to the half. And your leader JP on the outside. Parked. Black Silver racing second. Largo Sun third. The half in 104 and 2. DG's Armageddon outside fourth. Fifth in along the pylons right now is Fast Talk. Then it's back to the trailing two, who are Warrawee Direct and the trailer Maple Cookie. Onto the three-quarter marker now, neck and neck for the top. On the inside, JP. Outside, Black Silver. Inside, Largo Sun maintains third. Warrawee Direct on the outside. He now gets to third. They're going to come 3 wide, past the three-quarters in 1:37, and that's Warrawee Direct swooping on the outside and going for the top, but JP is hanging tough this afternoon. Right there on the inside with him second. Then Largo Sun hanging to third, off the turn for home. Warrawee Direct has cleared the front. Largo Sun comes off the rail now to challenge. He's going to be flying down the stretch. JP is still there along the inside, but it's Warrawee Direct. JP grabs second, Largo Sun third. Then in for fourth was Fast Talk. Time for the mile. 2:09 and 1. Back to the wire now. Unofficial winner of race 11, number 3, Warrawee Direct. Warrawee Direct, a roan filly, 3 by Cam Luck. Out of Warrawee Unjashi by Direct Scooter. Owned by Elton Miller. Muscouche, Prince Edward Island. Elton Miller trains. Steve Mahar drives for Warrawee Direct. That's win 4 of the season. Over the off track today, 2:09, 1/5. Warrawee Direct and Steve Mahar, 2:09 and 1.